Hey Eugenia, it's Dustin. And yeah, I just had to make just a quick short little video here because there's some extras from that Boston video I just sent you that I kind of forgot to talk about. And yeah, it's like I was watching your video, the I'm moving to Japan video that, you know, I love so much, and you were in Boston going to Newbury Comics and stuff, and I was like watching that video and I'm like, wait a second, I'm like, that looks like Newbury Street, you know, and then I looked and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like that Newbury Comics where you went is on Newbury Street, and so is the Anime Zaka store that you went to. That's also on Newbury Street. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like no way. So yeah, I was just like blown away. So it's like I was walking on Newbury Street, and that's where Newbury Comics is from, because I looked it up and it said, yeah, Newbury Comics started in 1978. They started as a comic book vendor on that street. So they've been there like forever, and I had no idea. So it's like I'm sure I like walked right past it and I didn't even know it. So I don't know. I was just like pretty excited. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I was walking on Newbury Street and I walked right by Newbury Comics, you know, and I didn't even think about it. I probably didn't even see it, otherwise I would have gone in. So yeah, so at the beginning of the video when I'm talking about Newbury Street, you've definitely been there probably a few times, going to Newbury Comics and Anime Zaka. I looked, I think the Anime Zaka store is like 2014, it says, is when they first started and opened. So yeah, but the Newbury Comics store has been there like a long time. So I don't know, I never thought to put that together, that Newbury Comics, Newbury Street, you know, that's probably where it started. And yeah, that's totally where it started. So I was just real excited. So yeah. Yeah, Newbury Street is like so awesome. So next time I go to Boston, definitely have to go to Newbury Comics and Anime Zaka. So yeah, and then later in that video, I think you went to the other Anime Zaka store in Cambridge, in Harvard Square. So I looked that up and I'm like, oh, that's where she went in that part over in Cambridge. So I know I've been to Cambridge, but I don't remember what I went to over there. So, but yeah, I had to look all that up because after watching your video again, I was like, oh my gosh, I started to recognize all this stuff. I'm like, no way. So yeah, I just had to tell you that. And I went also to Boston Common and the Boston Common and Public Garden. So yeah, and that's like the oldest park in the nation. That park is like older than Central Park. They started that in like 1634. So yeah, I've also been to the Boston Common and Public Garden. I'm sure you've been to Boston Common too. It's like the Central Park of Boston. So and they have those, I don't know if you've seen them, those cute little duck sculptures. They're like brass duck. There's like a brass mom duck and the little trail of little ducklings. I should have put that picture in the video, but I didn't think to do that. But I do have a picture of going to the Boston Common, taking a picture of those row of brass ducks, you know. It's kind of a famous sculpture that's been there for many years, so I'm thinking you might have seen it. So, but anyway, I just, yeah, I just had to just tell you all that extra because when I was watching your video, I was just so excited, and I'm like, oh my god, that was Newbury Street that you were on and I was on, and I should have gone into Newbury Commons, but I didn't see it. But yeah, so anyway, glad you're able to go to a hotel in Eugenia. That's just awesome that you got power again. And yeah, I'm sure that's just like the best feeling. I know it has been for me when I've been without power for a while, or been without anything. It's just like, I feel so grateful. It's like, so grateful for, like, you know, just like the basic things, you know, in life, like, you know, running water and electricity, and having your family there, and sleeping in a nice, comfortable bed. So yeah, I'm just really glad you're able to go to a nice hotel. And I looked on Instagram stories, and boy, it sure looks beautiful. The beautiful atrium inside there. So yeah, I'm sure it's not far from where you live. So but yeah, it looks like a beautiful garden area on the inside atrium there, where you posted that Instagram story. So looks like a nice cozy place, and I'm glad Buzz is happy too, because you were saying Buzz seemed a little out of sorts, so I'm glad he's feeling a lot better too. So yeah, it was probably weighing on him, probably with the power being out. So yeah, I'm sure he's a lot happier too. So anyway, so I hope you're having a good day, Eugenia. Love you so much. Mwah. Here's a kiss. And thinking about you. So yeah, have a nice relaxing time at the hotel. So okay, just had to share that extra little bit about Boston. So okay, I'll see you in my next video. Love you.